Hello, my happy family. Jeffrey Williams back with a new video. Chef, you can call me Chef Jeff if you want to. Jeffrey Williams, Mr. Jeff W. Williams, however you want to call me. Welcome to the Slice of Happiness Motivational Monday. This is going to be a different type of motivational Monday because this is one that kind of hit on a close personal note here the past week here. And I guess I'm going to title this video choose your words wisely or choose encouraging word to somebody because you never know how that's going to impact a person or encourage a person or even just change a person's life. Let me explain what I'm talking about. This past week, matter of fact, the end of the week before last, I got a text from a former employee that I used to work with at my previous employment that said one of my co-workers had took his own life. And it really shocked me, and I'm gonna go in detail why later. But it really shocked me, and um, this individual was pretty much worked with me for the last maybe 6, 7 years of the that I was there. He had only been at the place for about 6, 7 years, and of course I worked there 34 years. And he was there for the past 6 or 7. He was a chef and primarily a breakfast chef. He would get there at 6 a.m. in the morning, and he would primarily be one of the first persons that I would see every morning because I worked in the purchasing office in my job, and he would be primarily one of the first persons I'd see because he'd come in there and get his supplies and things that he needed to get going for breakfast. We'd always laugh and joke and talk about certain things. He had a beautiful wife, just had a son that when he started, that son's probably about 5 years old now. Um, and always happy person. He worked 2 jobs, providing for his family. He would leave there at 2 p.m. or so and go to another job and work. Just working hard to provide for his family and make his family, and his wife and kids uh, to be provided for. But when I got the news, I was just really shocked at first, and then kind of just really devastated. And I called around, see what happened, and I'm not gonna go into complete details, but he was just said he had a real um, difficult dealing with work, and I don't know if he had family issues, but he did mention the work being stressful and dealing like that because I know he worked a couple of jobs. I don't know if he still only worked there where I used to work or had still have a previous job. And I was talking to another former coworker that didn't understand. Said, "Well, I don't see no stress here at this job, and I don't see what he going through. He didn't say nothing to nobody else. Why he don't say nothing when things like that? I don't understand. He was going through all this, and I told him, the person who was saying this, I say it's individuals like you that make individuals like I'm not gonna say make individuals like this do this, but it's individuals like you that are not educated. And I told him I personally went through this for 32 years. I know why this individual did this. I don't agree with, like I tell y'all, which I'll tell you more on this channel. I don't believe in suicide, taking your own life and stuff like that, because you hurt so many people that care about you. But I understand. Um, and I told this individual, I say, a lot of people don't speak out. A lot of people don't say anything or seek help because individuals like you. I say, I'm not picking on you, but I'm just take examples. People like you don't understand, number one, don't want to understand, number two. And if they do speak out, he's going to be talked about, made fun of, or berated for speaking out. And because people don't understand what he's going through and going to look at him as like, what's wrong with him? I'm being a victim of bullying, being someone who's dealt with mental illness and still do and have to get counseling 4 times a year. It needs to be talked about more where people can understand what individuals like this going through, where people don't think they have no way out and they at the end of their rope where they have to go hurt other people other than themselves also. Because you see it on TV and all that, the people just branch out and go and hurt other people, and then end their life too because they so angry inside, they bottling stuff inside. I hope we get to a place in this world that people actually have a, which they do have avenues and stuff, but I want it to be even more and more where people more and more um, comfortable in talking to people. And I came down for I found out when the services was, and of course I want to make sure I went. And I'm sitting there in the service in the back, and I'm looking at people, and I see his wife there, and at the end of the funeral, and I see his little son just running around, and his son really too young to comprehend why his daddy's not there, why his dad is laying up in there, not moving, and maybe his son is comprehending, oh, my daddy just resting, just sleep, like he would probably be at home on some days, or and not comprehend. His son is too, I think, too small to really realize. And I'm thinking, how is this going to affect his son as he get into his 10, 12, 15, 18, even adult life, thinking this, knowing what his his dad did, and looking at his wife dealing with this. Because this individual was on his way to work. He got in his uniform, about to get in, he got in his vehicle, sitting in his driveway, fixed to come go to work, and decided there was time he couldn't take it no more and ended his life. And it just, and when I hear this, it goes back to what I was about to do. As I told y'all, I'll tell you in the story later on in another video. I was in the same situation. I had just got off work at my apartment and was thinking that this is all it. I don't know what was going through this individual's, my former coworker's head at that time, but it could be something a lot similar, thinking this is not worth it. He don't want to do this no more, or whatever. But back to the services, I'm looking around, and at the end of the services, as it's over, people congregating, and it's real emotional, and you see his loved ones that really truly cared about him, really, really upset. And I'm thinking here, not to be conceited or nothing like that. I say, did he reach out to these people, or did these people reach out to him on a weekly basis and see if he's okay? Did they see something different in him that they didn't? Because there's signs, y'all. A lot of people don't know it, and a lot of people, like I say, don't care. We live in a world, in a society where people will tell you, "Oh, how you doing? How you doing today?" It's just a common occurrence, we say, but do you really care? 75, 80% of people do not care how you doing. When you say, "Oh, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing," they don't care how you doing. If you're doing all right, what's going on in your life? Number one, they have issues to accept. Number two, they just generally, most majority of people in the world just don't care. They really don't care how you doing on a daily basis. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Let me tell you a little story here, and then I'm gonna close this video out because this is really, really, it's still raw in my mind because somebody that individual just gone, just so talented. But there was a gentleman told me one time that he knew this gentleman that would come in the store, and the people ask, "How you doing?" And this gentleman would say, "Oh, I'm going through this, and oh, I'm dealing with this over here, and then this is going here, and this is going here." And every week they see him, he would say this. And then one time the patron say, "Well, when I ask you how you doing, why are you telling me all this stuff?" And the guy say, "You asked me how I'm doing, and I'm telling you how I'm doing. If you really don't want to know how I'm doing, don't ask me how I'm doing." He say, "I'm generally telling you, opening you up how I'm doing and what I'm doing." So with that being said, that's why I say the majority of people, they couldn't care less how you doing. It's just a nice thing to say to people when you greet people, "Oh, how you doing?" or whatever. I'm this guy. I meet many people in the public, people that know me and I don't know, see on social media, and people are very surprised that I generally stop. And people say, "Oh, I don't want to hold you up." Look, my time is your time. Let me know how you doing and how you like my channel and how this and this. I generally will stand there and talk to people. I talked to this gentleman in Bucky's one time, It was about 2 months ago. He saw me in Bucky's here in KATY, and he know me, Chef Jeffrey, my old school. Chef Jeffrey, how you doing? We started talking. He said, Jeffrey, I don't want to hold you. I said, look, that's fine. I don't care. I'm here to talk. I have nothing to do. Your time is mine. And he thought that was the most amazing thing. I think we talked in the store for like 30 minutes. And I think he thought that his wife say that was the most amazing thing to him. Like I tell people, and I'm gonna say it again, little words, little encouragement, little things throughout the day can make or break someone's day. Take time to, I'm not saying take 10, 15 minutes of your, 30 minutes of your day to, but listen to some people. A word of encouragement can stop someone from ending their life, from stop someone from doing something bad for somebody. That little word of encouragement, a little word of just listening to people can change the it can turn someone's life around 360 degrees. I promise you. I'm telling you what is true. Kind words, and that's why I tell people, be kind to people. You do not know what people are going through. You don't know what the issues they're going through at home. People might be, like I say, trouble on their job. They might be having in financial difficulty. They might have a bad medical report that they don't know how they're going to deal with. They might be, like I say, don't have food at home. They might just had a car breakdown. That was the only vehicle to get to work, and they contemplating how they going to get to work. You don't know what people are dealing with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Be kind to people wherever you go, because you don't know. You can make an impact. A stranger can make an impact on somebody for a lifetime. I'm a living witness of that. So I just want to share that story with y'all, just to be kind to others as much as possible. I know everybody going through their own stuff, and you're busy, and we're trying to make ends meet and do things, but just it doesn't take but a second to hold the door for somebody, to see somebody struggling with some packages coming out of the store, any kind gesture. 85, 90% of the stuff to help people don't cost you nothing but a little bitty time of your day. Don't cost you any money. Kindness is free. It doesn't cost you nothing to be kind to people. But once we learn that in the world, that's why I call this channel a Slice of Happiness. It's a whole world of happiness. If we could just get a little slice of that happiness, it could change the whole world and could change the whole outlook on life for a lot of people. So I just want to share that with y'all today. That something really touch close to me, and it just really see someone that's so talented, so much of life, so much to live for, to end it like that. And a lot of people, some people out there don't understand why, and I know why, and I know how avenue. You can't stop all people from taking a life, but I promise you, you can stop 50, 60% of it just by listening to people, being that person to to confide in. Confidentiality is very important, y'all, because a lot of people don't want to tell nobody nothing, because they're gonna run and tell somebody else, and it's all over the internet, all over the job place, all over the neighborhood, everywhere. So if somebody confide in you or something, take that confidentiality as precious, and because it means a lot to somebody. They just want to vent and somebody understand what they're going through. So anyway, y'all, let me close this video out. If you like this video, I'm on please comment, please subscribe, please share these videos. I'm getting bigger and bigger here on the Slice of Happiness, and I want to just, help somebody out there that might need help through anything I share on this channel. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook as well. So like I tell y'all every week, knowledge is power. Get some knowledge and you have power. Nobody can take that away from you. So anyway, until next time, have a blessed, happy day. Love you.